Dear viewers, Namaste. Welcome to BRICS TV Bharat. Today we dwell into a pivotal shift in the global economic landscape with our special feature, De-Dollarization. Unveiling India's growth influence in global trade as nation seeks alternatives to the dominant dollar, India emerges as a key player leveraging its strategic position and robust economic policies to foster a more balanced and diverse global trade system. Join us as we explore the implications of the movement, India's role and future of international commerce. Stay tuned for insightful discussions and expert analysis. India, ranked the fifth largest economy globally, is crucial in the movement towards de-dollarization. Although the US dollar remains dominant, the increased usage of currencies like the euro, yen, renminbi, and rupee marks a significant shift. This trend allows India to conduct more trade using local currencies, enhancing its capacity to set independent monetary policies and safeguards its economy from external disruptions. Local currency trade minimizes exchange rate risk, thus protecting Indian business involved in international trade. As a prominent member of the BRICS coalition, India's influence in de-dollarization is underscored by its involvement in creating multilateral entries like the New Development Bank, which offers alternatives to the Western-centric World Bank and IMF. India's proactive engagement in de-dollarization has profound economic and geopolitical ramifications, positioning it as the key player in the global currency market. One notable advantage for India is the increased economic resilience and reduced vulnerability to external shocks. By advancing trade in local currencies, India decreases its resilience on the unpredictable US dollar, providing more stability for its trade activities. It also grants India greater control over its monetary policy, helping to manage inflation and ensure economic stability. De-dollarization has also enabled India to fortify its economic connections with nations under US sanctions. For instance, India's readiness to trade with Russia in rubles during US-Russia tension has bolstered their economic ties, demonstrating India's commitment to the multilateralism and its resistance to external economic pressures. India, through BRICS, aids in establishing financial alternatives like the NDB and the Contingent Reserve Arrangement, which support emerging economies in securing development finance and resource during crisis. On the geopolitical front, India's participation in de-dollarization signals its growing assertiveness globally. By diversifying its currency reserves, India challenges the traditional global financial order dominated by the developed nations, enhancing its international standing and influence in global economic forums. De-dollarization aligns with India's broader foreign policy goals of strengthening relationships with other emerging economies across Africa, South America, and Southeast Asia. By facilitating trade in local currencies, India can enhance economic ties, attract investment, encourage technological cooperation, and develop strategic partnerships, extending its economic diplomacy beyond conventional Western markets. However, the path to de-dollarization is fraught with challenges and risks. As the US dollar remains the principal reserve currency, and any significant depreciation could have widespread global impacts, potentially affecting India's dollars-based assets and disrupting the global financial system. Prompting the rupee, a global reserve currency, requires maintaining its stability and convertibility. India must uphold sound economic policies, robust financial governance, and fiscal prudence to inspire confidence among international investors and increase the global use of the rupee. Viability of de-dollarization for India. De-dollarization has allowed India to capitalize on its economic growth and bolster its financial influence. By encouraging trade in local currencies, India has strengthened its trade relationships with nations like Russia and Iran, which face US sanctions. India's active participation in BRICS highlights its pivotal role in the evolving global economic framework. The New Development Bank, where India is a founding member, exemplifies India's commitment to prompting alternative global financial institutions, signaling a shift towards greater influence for emerging economies. While India's role in de-dollarization offers numerous opportunities, it also necessitates careful consideration of the challenges ahead. A critical issue is the potential impact on India's export competitiveness. As de-dollarization progresses, fluctuations in the exchange rates of various currencies, including the rupee, could occur. A significant appreciation of the rupee might render Indian exports less competitive, impacting key sectors like textiles, manufacturing, and IT services. Policymakers must balance the promotion of the de-dollarization with maintaining export competitiveness to sustain economic growth. The success of de-dollarization hinges on the cooperation of other nations. Convincing countries to use the rupee or other local currencies for international trade and investment necessitates substantial diplomatic efforts and mutual trust. Additionally, the willingness of global financial institutions and corporations to diversify away from the dollar is crucial for the success of these initiatives. Managing the risks associated with the increased exposures to multiple currencies is another challenge. A diversified portfolio of currencies exposes India to various exchange rate fluctuations, which can be complex to manage. India's central bank and policy makers need to implement prudent risk management strategies to protect the value of the country's foreign currencies reserves. De-dollarization could trigger currency wars, with countries devaluing their currencies competitively to secure a trade advantage. Such actions could escalate tensions and trigger protectionist measures, resulting in broader economic repercussions. India must navigate these potential conflicts carefully while pursuing its de-dollarization goals. The de-dollarization process requires ongoing structural reforms in India's financial and economic sectors, which include improving the efficiency and transparency of financial markets, adopting investors-friendly policies, and streamlining the ease of doing business, which are crucial reforms. These measures are essential for building confidence in the Indian economy, attracting greater foreign investment, and strengthening the rupee's position as international currency. A well-defined foreign policy strategy must support India's de-dollarization efforts. The country must navigate geopolitical complexities while promoting multilateralism and cooperation among diverse economies. Balancing national interests with global economic collaboration will be key to advancing India's de-dollarization agenda. What are the ongoing obstacles? While de-dollarization offers several advantages, it also presents significant challenges for India. Firstly, transitioning away from the dollar could lead to short-term fluctuation in exchange rates, as the dollar is typically regarded as a stable currency. Secondly, despite advancements in the Indian rupee, international reach is still limited compared to US dollar, euro, or renminbi. Boosting the rupee's role in global trade is a long-term goal that requires substantial efforts to enhance India's economic stability, the resilience of its financial institutions, and international trust in its currency. Thirdly, de-dollarization may expose India to geopolitical risks. Trading with sanctioned nations could strain relations with the US, potentially leading to political or economic consequences. Fourthly, this shift might impact India's ability to access global financial market. The US benefits from the dollar's dominance through favorable monetary policies and lowering borrowing cost. As de-dollarization advances, India could face challenges securing capital from international market, potentially increasing borrowing cost. Additionally, de-dollarization requires extensive collaboration among various countries. Persuading nations with established ties to the US dollar to shift their preferences is complex. The intersection of political and economic interest in international finance market, the transition from a dollar-dominated system is difficult. This shift could incite currency wars, where nations devalue their currencies to gain a competitive trade advantage, heightening international tensions and de-establishing the global economy. Another challenge is the rise of digital currencies, including cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. As these digital assets gain prominence, they may challenge traditional fiat currencies, including the US dollar and the Indian rupee. The growing influence of the digital currencies could disrupt the current global financial system, requiring India to remain vigilant and adaptable to these technological developments. In summary, India's participation in de-dollarization highlights its growing global influence. This shift, while promising, presents challenges like managing currency volatility, expanding the rupee's global use, and navigating geopolitical risks. De-dollarization is a gradual process relying on a collective efforts to reduce dollar dependency. India's substantial economic influence makes it a key player. India can mitigate risk and benefit from this shift through strategic policies and diplomacy. This movement signifies a more balanced global economy. India's role is crucial, and with the right strategies, it stands to gain from the evolving global currency dynamics. India's de-dollarization efforts are not just about promoting the rupee. They reflect a shift in global power dynamics. By encouraging local currency trade, India aims to reduce reliance on the US dollar and diversify the financial risk. Its roles in BRICS showcase its push for alternative financial institutions. However, challenges include managing currency volatility, enhancing rupee's appeal, and navigating geopolitical risks. India must balance foreign policy, adapt to digital currency trends, and manage associated risks to leverage these opportunities. In essence, de-dollarization is reshaping the global economy, with India playing a pivotal role. By addressing challenges and seizing opportunities, India can solidify its position in the multipolar financial landscape. This journey is about fostering a more equitable global economic structure, positioning India as a significant economic power in the 21st century and beyond. As we conclude today's program, we look ahead to a significant event on the global stage. Russia will host the BRICS summit from October 22nd to 24. The summit promises to be a milestone, fostering collaboration and driving forward the shared goals of BRICS nation. Thank you for joining us on BRICS TV Bharat. Keep watching for more updates and comprehensive coverage. Until next time, this is your Srinivasan signing off. Stay informed, stay engaged.